Good morning, everyone. So just right off the bat, we're going to jump into it. So we will start with the welcome, and Gavin will give that. Just makes a little more sense since he will be doing that first song. And so Gavin, just asking everybody to stand and worship with us is all you really have to say. If you want to go into more detail, you can. But then from there, we'll jump right into the song, and there'll be a pad playing behind you, and then we'll actually get into everything. So verse 1 will just be Gavin, and then we'll come in on that pre-chorus right after of and oh how he loves us so. That's where we'll come in with Gavin, and really we're going to be in pretty much the rest of the song because verse 2, it's really just a repeat of verse 1. We'll stay in through that pre-chorus, and then the actual chorus where it crashes in, staying in through the bridge because it stays in big there, and then we're going to stay in until that last down chorus. So there's that long instrumental, and then it goes to a down chorus, and that is where Gavin will take over by himself doing that one last. And then out of that, we'll just crash, and then we'll go into the next portion of the service. As of now, we are still having a baptism this Sunday, which is awesome. And so usually it just works best to go into the baptism, and then out of that, we will then go into the scripture reading for the morning, which will be the second half of the Christmas story out of Luke 2. And the Haynes are going to read that. And then from there, we'll go into All Holy Night led by Ken. And so there's no chorus on this song. So the way in which it's divided up is verse 1 will be out up until Fall on Your Knees, because that's kind of where it changes and feels a little bit more like a chorus. So that's where we'll come in with Ken, and then we'll stay in through verse 2. And then it does that tag from verse 2, which again feels like a chorus. And we'll stay in through that. And we're going to stay in until the very, very last line, where the vocals get real big. His power and glory evermore. And it does all that. So that way, if Ken decides to do something a little different or do it the exact same either way, we're able to just kind of back out for a second and let him do that last little line by itself. So again, we're in through the actual tag. If you look in files, it's called a tag. And then there's the very last line of the tag itself. Hopefully that's not confusing. And that's where we'll let it go. So literally the last line of the song, that'll just be Ken. And then from there, we'll crossfade into Even So Come. So verse 1, verse 2 being back to back. I'll do those. And then from there, we're basically going to be in the rest of the time. Chorus will stay in, coming on that first chorus, staying in through verse 3, staying in through chorus 2. And then it has two bridges. That first one, go out, and then we'll come in on bridge 2, and we'll be in until the very end of the song. So pretty straightforward week, nothing too crazy, but that is it for vocals band. You guys, we'll start the video here. Pretty simple overall. We'll start with just a pad playing, and then from there, we'll crossfade right into How He Loves, doing that song just like the track. And then from there, we're going to go into baptism. So there'll be no, we don't need to play a pad or anything during baptism. That'll just be itself. And then from that, we'll go into the scripture reading. Now, during the scripture reading, Miranda, if you wouldn't mind fading us up into B and just playing B to E back and forth behind the scripture reading. So letting baptism kind of set by itself. And then once I transition us into the scripture reading, just fading that B pad in and just kind of going back from B to E would be great. And then Laura and Patrick Haynes and their family, they'll read that, and then we'll go right into Oh Holy Night. We're doing that song just like the track, and then it'll crossfade us into Even So Come, which is like the track as well. So all in all, fairly simple this week, but as usual, if you have any questions, let me know, guys. Thank you.